good. Look like I got a little bluer going on in the afternoon. I hope you guys can see me okay. Um, Maybe I'll take this little screensaver off and see if that'll help. Helps a little bit, huh? What's up, y'all? This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. Afternoon talk. Afternoon thoughts. That's what I'm going to say. Afternoon thoughts. And this has been a day. You know, it's a little muggy. I'm sitting in a little area where it's not much sunlight, but it's okay, y'all. It's okay. It's really my Friday. I am gonna be off for a few days. I've been looking forward to it. Um, really gonna try to enjoy the days off, going, you know, on a little trip, and it's much needed. I have had, a couple of surgeries that took place, so I wasn't able to really enjoy time off like I wanted to. Even though I was off, I didn't get a chance to enjoy it. And so I'm gonna try to do that. And with all the social distancing and the COVID and the pandemic and everything, it's a little nerve wracking when you do try to get away because you know you're nervous. You're nervous about everything that you do. Actually, even going to the store, I tell you, I kind of get a little stressed out in some of these stores where people are just down with the mask and everything. Um, I was getting ready to catch an elevator today at work, and it clearly states on there two at a time in the elevator. And there was two. One person jumped in and then was telling me to come on, come on. It would have made four of us. And I'm like, no, no, I'm following instructions. The big sign says two in the elevator at a time. So the person says, well, we've all been vaccinated, so what the heck? No mask on, just thinking it's just okay to just do what you want to do. People, it's not. You still need to keep your mask on. You still need to follow the guidelines in businesses. If there is two in an elevator, keep two in an elevator. If there's masks on that they're mandating, put your mask on or don't go there. It's just that simple. We have something that's totally out of control. It's out of control with those who are vaccinated. It's out of control with those who are not vaccinated, who are getting the virus from the super spreaders. And, you know, all of this is just nerve wracking to me. I'm pretty sure to you as well. And especially the mandates. The mandates, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more on my next show. But the mandates is just totally pissing me off. It's taken away our rights to have a voice, to do what we need to do. Of course, we want to follow the rules of whatever the establishment is, whatever their rules are, that you need to do this, you need to do that. If you haven't did that, okay, fine. But give us the right to choose if we want to inject something into our vessel. So I was having a conversation with somebody last night about this, and actually they were kind of getting a little huff and roughed about, folks should just take the vaccine, just do it. We need to make it safe for everybody. What are you waiting on? And I'm like, everyone has a choice, and everyone's situation is uniquely different. So you can't tell nobody what they need to do. Let them decide what they want to do, what they need to do, what's best for them, and respect that. Period. Dot. Period. Okay, so now that I got that off my chest, let's get into some grown folk talk and conversation. So, how many of you are actually taking a woman or a man out on a date nowadays? I know that it's risque, um, especially somebody that you're just now meeting. You want to get to know a little better, but um, with all this pandemic stuff going around, it's a little risque. Folks aren't feeling comfortable mixing and mingling with those that they don't know much about or that they haven't been in their circle. So, what do you feel about that, grown folks? About mixing with and taking one out on a date during this time? Do you think it's just better to keep the conversation on the phone, keep the conversation at a distance, keep the conversation very safe in other ways instead of going out with each other? Or you think it's okay to go out and just mask up and, you know, don't be in each other's space extremely a lot, other than just a few, feet back, conversating and having coffee or whatever you do, having coffee. Um, what do you guys think? I, I can't say I wouldn't go out on a date. I mean, it's refreshing. It's nice to have a little close and personal conversation with someone to get to know them. I probably would, have a mask on um, until I really felt comfortable with spending time with them. But I don't think I would say, no, I'm not going out with anyone. Let me just hibernate. No, you just got to use precaution. Keep yourself, masked up. Keep your hands and stuff sanitized, and just be careful. Be careful, y'all. But what do you think? What would you do in this day and age? Do you still ask women out on a date? I went not too long ago to the movies. I had saw Jennifer Hudson. Man, that movie was so good. She did a great job, and I um, I really enjoyed that whole little everything. I just loved it. Good job, Jen. But I went to the movies and you look around and you do, I did see couples and I saw people, I even seen real up close and personal couples. And I mean, they come from the same probably household, whatever, so it's just no issue. But some may have been out on dates and everyone was comfortable with it, eating your popcorn, having your little drinky drink. Because, some of these theaters now, you can get you a drinky drink, okay? And recline that chair and probably fall asleep, wake up, and the movie is over. You ever did that? I know I did one time. I fell asleep. The person sitting a few seats away from me had fell asleep too. We both turned around and looked at each other like we saw the credits going up on the movie, and we're like, we need to come back and see that one again, huh? Yeah, for real. So be careful. Those drinks sometime and you're tired is at the end of the day. You call yourself going to the movie. I don't know. Sometimes that don't work out too well. You may have to pay another $10 or whatever to go back again. So just having, just throwing that out there. What's your guys' thoughts about the mixing and mingling and the dating right now in this day and age? Because the single people are really suffering, for real. A lot of the social spots, I mean, some of them have opened back up, but some of them have restrictions and some have not opened back up. So we used to be able to go out every corner, wherever there was a bar, wherever there was a gathering, and now people are giving gatherings and they want you to come to the gatherings masked up or quiet as kept. Some may even want you to show your little card that you have gotten yourself poked. So, it's just a whole lot, folks. It's just doing a whole lot. And, no disrespect to those that's trying to be safe, but my dang, It's just a mess. It's hard for the single folks out here to mix and mingle nowadays. It really is. So I like to hear from you guys. What are you doing? What are you doing? So you know, let's talk about this hygiene thing. Have you ever dated someone, went out on some dates and this and that, and they were not too fresh all over the map? I mean, I'm not just talking about women who have fresh issues down below, but I'm talking about just hygiene, men, women. It not even just the under plunger, but musty under the arms, or perhaps they don't wear any perfume or cologne because they have allergies. So they don't have the extras, which is sexy, to smell good on top of washing your butt. But some can't really go there. But they don't have a fresh smell about them. And some don't even wash their clothes regularly, where because it's jeans and it's a dark pair of jeans and you think you can wear them all week and they not gonna get funky. You, you need to ask somebody. You can't wear the same pair of jeans every day all week and expect them not to be a little tart in the butt or between the legs. Really? Or a shirt and you've been sweating and grimy, and you think because you took a bath, you wore that shirt a cups clean, you could put on some deodorant and wear it again. It's nothing worse than deodorant on top of funk, or funk on top of deodorant. It just it's not cool. It's not good. So what do you do about the hygiene thing? When you first meet somebody, they may be all right. Then you get together with them a couple of times and you see that they kind of slacken in the hygienic area. Do you come out and tell them that, they don't smell too good? Or do you just back away from it? Because remember, it's fresh, it's new, there's no obligation, there's no connection, you're not in a relationship, so you don't really have to full speed forward in that. Or do you think if it's somebody you're really kind of digging and they're cool, do you think it's good to just come out and say, hey, you don't smell too fresh all the time? Because remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Now, some would probably respect the fact that you've let them know, which I don't understand. I don't understand for the life of me why someone would not smell themselves. But they say that some become immune to the scent and they don't smell it no more, especially if they are used to being funky. But I'm going to tell you, and we try to steer our children in keeping themselves fresh, washing their butt, putting on clean underwear, doing all that stuff. But you dealing with a grown person that seem to be struggling in that area, pretty much that's how it is. The same thing with someone who is struggling to keep their breath fresh. They ain't been to the dentist in 4 years, and they want to be all up on you, kissing on you and stuff, and their breath stank. It just stank. And it's like you don't want to, so you want to offer them some gum or some mints, and you try to get the hint across like that. And for some reason, the stanky breath people always want to kiss. They always want to be kissing or up in your face, like talking, like close, breathing on you and cuddling in the bed and blowing it that way, and waking up in the morning and good morning, yeah, and they can put out or torch a fire. Okay, I mean, I'm not talking about folks. I'm just telling you, this is grown folk talk. This is for real. This happens. And what do you do? What do you do if you really like somebody? I guess if you want to keep seeing them, you tell them and you see if it improves. And if it don't, You gotta make some moves. You gotta get out of that because it's not good. It's not good. So that's another afternoon thought for y'all grown folks today about the hygiene and what do you do when you run into a situation that is not so fresh, and we can go all the way deeper, and I have before about you know, men who complain about their women not being fresh. And usually, I don't know, you guys, you think men have more of an issue with women not being fresh, or is it equal? Do women have the same issues with a man? Because a man, he can have them stanky feet, you know, whatever that foot smell is in his shoes and his socks, it just stank. He can have the stanky, not so fresh testicles and things of that nature. So he can have his little situations too. It's not just the woman. And he can be funky up under the arms and his breath, and he can have stuff just like she can. But do you guys think it's more so men have this issue with women than women have issues with the man? What do you think? Okay, so one more for the road. Now, what if, you know, you just start off dealing with somebody. You're getting to know them. You go out. They start feeling you. You start feeling them a little bit. And then they got a whole grocery list of everything they going through. They felt that it was appropriate timing to tell you that everything is shipwrecked with them. Health wise, they want to go down the grocery list. I'm dealing with gout. I'm dealing with arthritis. I get boils sometimes. I am diabetic, congestive heart failure, hypertensive. I also I'm having some impotency issues. I'm on about 12 pills a day, and sometimes I go into a little diabetic shock, and I need you to know what to do if my sugar get low. Give me a mint or do this or shoot me with that. Or they want to give you this whole list of stuff, and you only been seeing them for like 2 months and went on a few dates. Is that doing too damn much or what? I think that can scare somebody away. And when is it a good time to really just let a person know about all your situations that you take, psychotic meds, and you got all this health stuff, and you need them to know in case you fall out or something. They need to know what to do. When is it? Do you think it's overkill to tell them the first month or two of dating, or should it wait, maybe the first 6 months when you have kind of made things a little bit more solid? But then some may say, well, you should have told me in the beginning, and I probably wouldn't have went forward with this because I don't want to deal with it. See, it's one thing dealing with things that come about when you're already with somebody. You already with them. You in that relationship. You're married or you just dating. And it's been a little time. And one of you get sick with something and you roll with it. You're loyal. You're devoted. You're helping them get to their doctor's appointments. You're being supportive. You're being an ear to listen. You're showing them a lot of love and support. That's one thing. You're in it. But when you haven't even established an in it yet, and you're sitting over a couple of drinks or dinner or even watching the sunset, and they want to bring out the whole grocery list of ailments to you to prepare you, or maybe they just want to see if you're going to be in it to win it and committed like that, to see if they want to go forward with you. But come on, folks, Less is sometimes best in the beginning. I mean, damn. Let a person enjoy you for a minute, and then don't let it go on for months and months and months and months and a year or two before you tell them what's important. But the first couple of dates, and you bringing out a grocery list of your gout and everything else, and this is women too, they want to just tell you about all that. I get dry down there and I need a little help, or, shoot, what else they want to say? I have arthritis. I can't get on top. You got to get on top all the time. My knees hurt. My back. I can't. And I take these pills because I have anxiety. And so sometimes if I flash on you, don't take it personally. Just remember that I'm on this. As a matter of fact, go to my medicine cabinet and get me one of them pills so I can take it. I'm just warning you because I really like you. I like you, and I want us to make it. So you need to know that sometimes I am bipolar, and I need to, have somebody that's really going to be in my corner, understand me, help me, and be there for me. When do you tell a person all that, you guys? Now, we grown. Some of you may have been in situations like this where you had somebody come at you with a whole bucket list of stuff, or you may have been the crazy one yourself. And I'm sorry. Hi, Royal. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to say crazy, but I'm just saying. You gonna spill all this at me over dinner, over a drink or two, when my high is setting in a little bit, and I'm gonna start saying, whoa, you know, I may not like needles, but you trying to tell me you want to show me exactly what to hit you with the needle if you need. Can we just get along first? I mean, I just wanted to share this with y'all. These some afternoon thoughts. This some stuff us grown folks go through. What's grown folks go through this. And trust me, there's somebody out there going through it. Think about it. Comment. Stop putting all your grocery list of issues on the table after a date or two. They don't need to know all that right off. They don't need to know that you're on these medications that no one can pronounce. And then tell them why. And then tell them sometimes you kind of be a little spacey about some stuff. And then they looking at you and you looking at them like, oh. And so every time you with them, you be like, you take your medicine today? Because you want to make sure that they took that stuff so that they won't flash and come at you crazy. Uh-huh. Too much information too soon. I don't know. What y'all think? Should they tell you off the bat so you'll know what you're working with, or should they just let that go? Just get to know first. Get to know you, get some little emotions in there, and then come on out with, I'm a little crazy. You crazy too? Good. Because now we can do this. Because we both crazy. Okay, y'all. Grown folk talk with your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, a.k.a. Lady D. I got to get on back. But I'm going to be at y'all. Tomorrow starts my vacay. And I'm going to be tapping in. I'll see you guys. Talk to y'all for a minute on Thursday. I want you to have a safe, good day. And until we meet again, be grown or what? Be gone. Take care now. Bye.